Don't feel bad about missing Indiana Jones Sop. There'll be plenty more of those coming. But welcome everybody to SFS Gaming, where we are streaming for Sammy. I am Buck, and we did 2 hours on Indiana Jones. Son of a bitch, dude! I swear to God, I next thing I'm buying for myself is a new camera because this one is just a pain in the ass. Takes nothing for one of my cats to stroll by and bump it, and it just goes all over the place. But yeah, I'll be doing more Indiana Jones plus a lot of other things as we keep going forward. Oh, who are you going with? I change mine from time to time. Like right now, I'm rocking Thanos. Um, but I mean, you do have just tons and tons of options. See it in contacts. Okay, so let's. Morgan Le Fay? No, wait. No? Yeah, it also says you were last active 167 days ago. I mean, or is there just something wrong with contacts in general? Here, I'll force close, reboot it. Although I force close and reboot this game at least once or twice a day, so I'm not sure why it would be messed up, but maybe I have to click into you and it'll update. Maybe that's the thing, is if you don't interact, it just whatever the last data is. We'll see. We'll give it a try. We'll give it a try. Oh, another inbound. New character poll. Oh, look at that. New versions of characters from the Thunderbolts. Look at that. Okay, so we'll have to take care of that. Contacts. Visit. There we go. That updated it. Emma Frost. Not a bad choice, my friend. Yep, Emma. Yeah, I guess I had to hop in there. See, and that's so weird. I hop out and it's back to what it was, but then I hop into you and it gives me the accurate one. So, who knows? Who knows? I doubt them keeping the contacts sorted properly is a very high priority for them. Yeah, it's a good portrait, man. It's a good portrait. Emma is. I mean, if we want to be, I mean, she's top five. Obviously, some people's tastes are subject. Um, everybody's gonna like something different, but she's definitely probably top five hot Marvel women. Um, Not everybody is going to agree, of course, but yeah, she's right up there. She's right up there. Of course, you can also make the argument that there aren't very many unattractive females in any of the superhero universes. That's they don't typically go that route. I mean, I think Natalie Portman is a lot of people's celeb crush, and will be for a very long time. Um, well, yeah, Padme started it for a lot of people, and and then it, and then the Attack of the Clones in her shredded Geonosian outfit, um, definitely pushed people along. Um, what the hell is that movie? Yeah, yeah. What the hell was that movie? Hang on, bear with me for 1 second. I need to look up another movie where she was this peak. Um, was it this one? Yes, 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 yes. Um, the movie I was thinking of, I needed before I just said the name. The So there's a movie. God, it's 13 or 14 years old now at this point, called Your Highness. Um, it was James Franco and Danny McBride and Zooey Deschanel or Zoe, sorry, and Natalie Portman were all in it. Just an absurd movie, but hilarious. And if you haven't seen that, Sopper, go and just look up the Natalie Portman scenes on YouTube or whatever, because that might have actually been her peak level of hotness. And then also, when if you go and do that, I want you to keep another thing in mind. She was pregnant when she filmed that. At least that's what I was told. I haven't. That's what I was told back then. I never confirmed it, but I was told she was pregnant while she was filming that. Like, not super far along, but or anything of that nature. But yeah, I was told that she was expecting. Like, she might have had a minor little start of a baby bump. Oh yeah, no, dude, Hollywood is nuts. Hollywood is insane. I think a lot of people would, dream of, oh, I want to go to Hollywood. I want to be in movies. And it's, before I start this, before I just start pulling people willy-nilly, let's just take a look here. Orcus, okay. Hero and Mystic Night Stalkers, okay. Pegasus, and then the big bad as Guardian bonus mission. Well, it's a good thing you're able to farm datacrons right now, right? So we can leave Goblin in there. I don't think we're gonna need him for anything. We could probably even leave Agath in and then just bring in the three Hive Mind people just to get their bonuses. Oh, good old territory war. I find myself not missing Galaxy Heroes that much. I need to find something to replace it with. Like I need to be able to sit down on here and stream for, hours on end. And actually, I didn't do myself any favors doing Indiana Jones just straight from the Xbox. I should have done it straight from here from the PC. Start an MMO that'll last for years. I've been thinking about doing um doing the Old Republic MMO. Downloading that, starting a new character. I have characters. I used to play that a lot, like 10 years ago or so. Um, I had Jedi Guardians, Jedi Sentinels. I had like 5 or 6 different characters. Republic Troopers. I never tried Star Trek Online. Um, I think I would enjoy it because God, I it's weird to say, but Star Trek in general in media might be at a higher point than or a higher place than Star Wars is right now. Because the Star Trek TV shows are all freaking knocking it out of the park. I'm uh I'm on episode 10 of season 1 of Strange New Worlds. I need to start it over because I had to stop halfway through my watch. But holy crap, how that show is something else. Yeah, it's one of those things that makes me sad because my dad would have just fucking loved it, and he passed away in. No, I didn't do a rewatch of Balance of Terror before episode 10, but and I'm not trying to exaggerate or be hyperbolic, but I have probably seen Balance of Terror a minimum of 50 times. So I'm very familiar with the episode. I've watched it a bunch. So I recognized the different conversations that were happening through different people and understood the context and everything. Like, yeah, it's fascinating the standpoint that episode is taking with the that Pike being there is actually a huge problem because Kirk being a cowboy, a gung ho, aggressive captain, reckless maybe even is is needed at that moment in time as opposed to Pike wanting to be um, more diplomatic about things. Kirk was very ruthless. Oh, that's good, Graxy. It's good to have you here, man. We did like 2 hours on Indiana Jones. How did things go with Womprat? Did he get Afra unlocked relatively painlessly, or is he short a few follicles? There were F bombs in the Womprat stream, but he did it. Yeah, I've heard that event is horrible. Um, like I've heard it makes the Grand Inquisitor event looks fun. Um, I was getting close to Afra, but I never watching some more Grim. Yankee. I had a Fortnite ad. That's the ad I saw. Um, Teddy, what's wrong, buddy? What's up, Teddy? Your mom just had you out, buddy. Did she not give you enough time? Well, go get her. Get your mom. Oh, well, you know what? Honestly, I think that's a good change for the Lightspeed bundles. I really do. The big weakness to Lightspeed bundles was the no Zetas and all that other stuff. So the fact that they're throwing some of those in there now, I think is I think that's a good improvement. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, still, I don't remember any of the Lightspeed bundles I had bought in times prior having the Zetas. So that's if some of them are coming with Zetas now, I think that can't be that's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, I if it seems if that's the direction they're going, though, if they're if they're going to start putting out more recent characters that do have the Omis and Zetas are going to now start becoming more common in the Lightspeed bundles, I think that's an insanely positive change. It's probably something that should be standard, though, if you want my opinion. Like, if you're going to, Zetas are the hard thing to come by, so let's just give people the Zetas. If you want to send them to Lightspeed, send them to Lightspeed, for fuck's sake. Um, Grax, are you the Overwatch guy? Are you an Overwatch guy? I can't remember if it's you or if it was somebody else. Um, Maybe Hap. But that Marvel Rivals game launched today. That's like the hero shooter. Overwatch meets Marvel. Um, did you have any interest in that? Have you scoped it out? I used to play. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's out today. I haven't seen reviews or anything like that, but I did see one tweet saying that Overwatch is in trouble now that Marvel Rivals is out. Which, I mean, it must mean it's pretty good. It's great. It's great, huh? I might have to check that out. Although I've got the new freaking GTA content coming on Tuesday, so God knows how much between that and Indiana Jones and everything else, who knows how much time I'll actually have. It's like Overwatch 2, but only in style. It's a hero shooter, like that style. Like the gameplay is the gameplay different. Oh, nice. I might check it out. I might check it out. Although I saw the graphics for Wolverine and was a little thrown by it, but I guess they're selling cosmetics. Like there's a Deadpool and Wolverine outfit for him. Um, I'm sure there's somebody streaming it. I should watch some gameplay. I should definitely check out some gameplay. Oh, Dop is streaming it. Cool, cool. Maybe I'll. Yeah, 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 yeah. We'll rate him when we're done here. I mean, hopefully the timing works out to where he's still there when we're done, because that doesn't always happen. But yeah, I definitely want to check it out. Um, yeah, um, I thought I saw him start when I was still streaming Indiana Jones. I didn't he didn't say, or what I the notification I saw didn't see what he was streaming, but that's cool. Yeah, it'll definitely be a good way to check it out. And as a buddy, it's a friend of the channel. So man, this freaking winter came from out of nowhere here. We'd been doing just fine, I mean, cold or cooler, nothing horrible. But man, these past couple of days, the wind and the snow and just the temperature is just very, very cold here. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Except you won't talk, but we can make it. We can make it happen. Um, I might maybe. You're gonna have to let me know what times work for you. Maybe I have to just get up earlier in the morning and I mean I can make it to where if we're streaming just from my Xbox, we can be in party chat and hearing each other, and I can just remove party chat from the stream, so it won't be included, and it'd just be you talking to me. Oh well, perfect, perfect. Let's pick a day. Let's pick a day. Oh yeah. Oh, so we'd have to use game chat. Maybe let's voice chat through maybe let's voice chat through Discord, and that way, yeah, yeah. Let's just voice chat through Discord. I think that would be the best way to go about it, and that way we don't have to use game chat. Oh, Stopper! I watched your Grand Arena video last night. Well, I'm going to be streaming GTA quite a bit on Tuesday, Sopper, when the new content comes out. So if you want to um, hop in with me then. You're definitely welcome to. Yeah, this is son of a bitch without Odin. I think. Yeah, let's quit. Well, let's run this back again. Cool. Well, let's just pick one. My in-laws are coming to town next week. They'll be here Monday, but I should still have plenty of time. I should still have plenty of time. Dude, I mean, if you did a GP comparison with the guy, I didn't catch it. Because I forgot to turn the volume up. Like I launched into it and then took me a minute to turn the volume up. But I mean, you you're you're trying to get to you're trying to get to a rhodium, and as we all know, if you played GAC at all, there's a lot of people who are in lower tiers who should be in way higher tiers. So fights are rarely fair. Um, and that's the situation you kind of found yourself in, Sop. And I mean, frankly, I felt like you did. I think you probably did better than maybe you even should have. Um, and of course, I was only catching. I don't know if you streamed it live or if I was just watching. If you just recorded it as you were doing it and then uploaded it. Um, but I mean, I think you did the best you could do. I'm not sure what else you could have done, and it seemed like you were pretty vastly outgunned, which is just the fucking story of GAC these days. Unless you're a Kyber one guy with Kyber one teams, you're going to be outgunned. That just seems to be the case. Or on the very rare occasion, you might be the person who's outgunning the other person. Seems to be very rare anymore to have, in air quotes here, a fair fight. Yeah, Master Luke is one of those guys where either you have the counter or you don't. He's a very very hard guy to. It's very hard to get cheese to work against him. Um, he's super solid that way. So you're either hitting him with Sith Eternal or depending on Datacrons, Malgus, Revan, or whatever, or another Dark Sider, or you're hoofed. You're just screwed. Yeah, Riva is always a tough fight in GAC. Always a tough fight. Um, and especially Grand Inquisitor's got that Datacron now, right? Yeah, yeah. I mean, and you smoked that Ray. You absolutely fucking smacked that Ray around. Um, it's one of those things though. It's one of those things, it's like if you had Malicos, but you only have so many counters when you're at a certain GP. And then or you can neglect your defense entirely and just go straight offense, which is viable. Um, and sometimes you'll get your opponent to underestimate you and they'll use something um thinking that they're just going to walk through your team and they end up losing. There's a lot of different ways to play the underdog thing. But yeah, you always have to though. You're always going to be basicing a ton of times with a Star Killer team. Um, but you got her out of there. I mean, that's the important part. You had a much harder fight than they did. You know, that's just the fucking nature of GAC. It's kind of annoying. It's kind of annoying. Yeah, I watched. Yeah, it wasn't I mean, it wasn't, unfortunately, like you didn't even really, if you had gotten a chance to get going in that fight, I think you would have had a shot, but you didn't even really get a chance to get going. Um Luke is just deadly with the ability blocks and all the other shit that he does to you. Yeah. Yeah. Sop just hit gold crate. I think he Sop, did you say you were gonna try for red? Three I mean you can do it, but yeah, it can be a lot. It can be a lot of just, boring grinding. So I mean if you're able to fight through the boredom, you might be able to get it done. People just hate conquest, after 2 weeks, it's just like, oh my god, more. Well, but ads, yeah. Yeah, I mean, you'll unlock Ray. In fact, you'll probably unlock Ray before you'll probably have Ray unlocked before the end of the next conquest. Once you're through the 3 event cycle and you're in her 4th month being available as a prize, you'll probably get her in, before that event's even over. Um, which is good because it'll give you a chance to see if she's actually worth gearing at that point. Yeah, JML opens up a lot of doors in Conquest because he is like the heart and soul of a cheese team. If you gold create, you can unlock. I've never done the math, but I'm sure if Womp is saying it, then it's probably correct. I always have just gone for red crate, So like I never looked to see what the min maxing part of it was. I did 2 red crates with a battle pass, and then I did no battle pass on the third one, and just did what I could do, and always had the characters unlocked. Oh, speaking of community milestones, the freaking gobblegum shit is exactly and precisely that. It's shit. Yeah, I'm using a lot of a lot of the purple and blue ones. Like dropping to double points, things of that nature. Gotta have Odin for this to be consistent, it would seem. I've beaten this once without Odin, but it was rough. It was pretty rough. Yeah, there's a lot like if I was trying to do feet cheeses, um, I'd have to take off, like the booming voice discs and stuff like that, just anything that would cause things to die too fast. Usually I just like stack vitality or whatever. Um, and call it good from there. Okay, well, how are we doing on these milestones? 2 million gold away from 6 million gold and another golden ring. Okay. I'd really like to hit this 124 to get these two Mephisto red star orbs to try to get the 7th star, but I don't know if that's going to happen. Also, I mean, look at 1100 dark diamond credits. But you really have to wail to get into these. I think milestone 16 is about the last one you could do without spending any money. Nice, guys. Nice. Yeah. I would try to do feats as many times as possible, inevitably. Typically on Padme nodes, where, you're running up against Steadfast Resolve or whatever the frick her global modifier is. I would inevitably have to go and clean up a few nodes here and there. 13 million gold. 13 million. Well, you know what? Let's get the next milestone done. Might as well. Spent 3 million and I'm grabbing 6. So, I mean, that's profit, right? Almost to 5 more. I mean, we'll have her stars up a little bit higher by the time we're all done with Ice Queen's Gala. Oh, how is it? How is the armor shred feat bugged? What did they do to it this time? Yeah, how'd they break that shit? Yes. So it's only counting half. See, my whole big problem with that feat has always been if they die when you're doing the move that's applying the armor shred, it doesn't count. I always thought that was kind of bullshit. I think the simple act of using the move that's set to apply armor shred should apply it even if they're dying. And yeah, I like gas and cat for were like when that first started becoming a very common one. Those were like, oh well, those are obvious ones, right? I'll just do gas and cat, but gas and cat always kill people. So it started for me. It became armor, and it became Sabine, and Moff Gideon and whatnot. Morgan's doesn't count. That's weird. That's weird. It was like back in the day, back when Conquest first became a thing. They had a feat for applying Deathmark. And Darth Revan wouldn't work. Because he doesn't apply the Deathmark. He forces the characters to apply Deathmark to themselves. So you could only use like Death Trooper to get progress on the feat. They never bothered to fix it. It's it's definitely like the great emperor of the Kyber Empire would say, fix your fucking game, CG. Well, he wouldn't say fucking. He goes out of his way not to cuss. And when he does cuss, he bleeps it. But it's definitely a fix your game situation. Like, either make them all work or get rid of the feat. Like, none of this in-between shit. Kahori is here. I'm not sure if I want to buy her orbs right now or wait. Although, we do have this. Maybe I'll get lucky. Wasp. Wasn't I just saying the other day that Wasp was a useless character and now she's in a new team? Oh, yeah, dude. I mean, whenever he actually rages, a lot of the times when he's raging, he's just like being a little theatric about it. But when he actually rages, when he's legitimately pissed, like, he legitimately can get pissed. He could probably cuss with the best of them. But I admire his restraint. He does have a lot of kids watching him, and I think, or younger people at any rate, and I think he recognizes that. And kudos to him. I could also probably have a lot of kids watching me, but I figure cussing back when I was in school was more common than I think a lot of teachers and adults would like to have believed. And I can only imagine how it is today. I can only imagine it's just as bad, as not worse. I figure there's nothing I can say on here. Yeah. Yeah. So, I figure between Shadow King Trials, the Mad Titan, I figure between TV, YouTube, video games, music, movies, all of the above, there's not a word I could say, unless it's a word that just doesn't exist in your culture or language, that would shock or offend anybody. Are you Sopper 98 because 98 was the year you were born? Because if 98 was the year you were born, that was the year I graduated high school and went to basic training. So, yeah. It was a long time ago. Such a different world back then. But yeah, I figure there's no word I can say that anybody watching my stream probably hasn't already heard, and probably doesn't already say in their own life. I mean, just drive in traffic in any major city in the United States or any city in the United States. Oh, well, yeah. You're the eighth Grax. I always love trying to pick a username, and like your first few choices are always taken, and like you used to get suggestions, and it'd be like the name that you wanted to choose plus like 19 random digits. And I know a lot of these devices remember usernames and passwords now. Oh no, you weren't born in 98. So why'd you pick 98? Because yeah, you just turned 18. That means you were born in 06. 98 has no meaning. Well, 98 was a pretty good year. 98 was a pretty good year. When I was like, whenever 2016 was. Oh, 2016 does not seem like that long ago, but holy shit, it was a while back now. I didn't realize Xbox had made that change. I haven't. I've been sitting on that same username. Like I started out with a different one way back when, changed it, stuck with that one for a while, and then changed it to my current one like over 10 years ago. And it's not relevant anymore. It was the clan tag for the group of folks I rolled in multiple games with, and is no longer a thing. Ah, yeah, pre-COVID for me. For me, going back to 2016 means going back to when Sam was born. That's what 2016 signifies to me. Is I became a dad. Um, and now Sam is a 4'8", 115-pound 8-year-old. Mine had my real life name attached to it. Well, mine still has my real life name attached to it, but you can choose to hide that sort of thing. Um, okay, let's. We were going to raid DOP, right? We were going to raid DOP. Oh, here he is. Let's try this game. So we're going to raid DOP, and hopefully, what the hell is happening here? Oh, Page is not responding. We might not be able to raid him. Try this one more time. Raid channel. And if not, I'll end the stream and then just go watch him on my own. Oh, here we go. Oh, I can do it through the stream manager. And then we'll come over to here. And bring that over. Dude, I don't know. I don't know what's happening here. There we go.